Welcome one and all to Best Served Cold. My name is Deep Space Matt, and today my murder investigation is really starting to heat up. As I use my bartending skills to mix the right drinks that will get people talking, the clues and motives start revealing themselves. But carefully navigating through conversations isn't easy when almost everyone is starting to look suspicious. With a fancy new piece of technology at my disposal, how much information can I gather? Let's find out in Best Served Cold. All right, here we go. Some more of Best Served Cold. Let's get right into it and continue. We are in the middle of our second murder mystery. It is a Thursday and there are just a ton of people here to talk to. This place is hopping now. Hello there, Feng. Good to see you. Likewise, Miss Bai. So what do you recommend today? Well, what do you like? Oh, do we know your favorite? We do not. So what are your preferences? I tend to like drinks that are fruity, perhaps something with citrus if you have it. I'll see what I can do. I also want to get something that will get you drunk here, because we do have these two options that require the correct level of intoxication. So let's see what we have. You gently place a glass on the counter. Could I interest you in a drink, Miss Bai? Certainly. I'd love to try some of those fashionable cocktails I hear my customers talk about. So your tolerance here is at a level 6, and too far gone is 9. So 6 to 8 is what we're looking for. That could be a one-night stand, which does have passion fruit in it, a lot of passion fruit. Or a night count, which doesn't have a lot except for the lemon slice. Not very fruity. Those are the two. Let's go with a one-night stand. And get our perfect mix. I hope you like this. I hope it's your favorite. You remind me of a young me, always looking for bold new flavors to combine. Perfectly palatable. Does that mean it's your favorite? Doesn't sound like it's your favorite. It is not. But now we can talk to you about the charcoal you gave everyone. Now I've started to relax. Let me talk a little, dear. You see, as someone who serves a large variety of tea, it is vital to have good understanding of the various plants and herbs that make up the drinks. Oh, new clue, toxicology. It's only natural that part of that knowledge includes the study of poisonous substances and ways to neutralize them. In my homeland, there's plenty of stories of old men picking flowers in the wild, believing they can brew the most delicious pot of tea. Should I be saying this? Oh, why not? Wow, this this drink is really working wonders. Anyway, such stories often end with those old men covered in a deadly rash, desperate for help. So you need to know how to treat them. Sounds like a smart habit. So what do you recommend today? More talking about Elena. Poor Elena. The girl has never had it easy. Feng sighs with great sadness. It seems the alcohol has made her unable or unwilling to hold back her true emotions. Did you know that Elena lost her mother at a young age? To what exactly? Faith. I'm sorry, what? You want me to say more? Her mother is not dead. She abandoned her family to live with a cult, the Deus Irae. Growing up, the girl struggled without a mother, and her gambling father was more of a child than she was. I didn't know. Must have been tough. When she first stumbled into my tea shop with her friend Maria, the two were ecstatic to find a place they could play chess in peace. I grew quite attached to those girls. Just last month, Elena called me Auntie Fang. Oh, new notebook update. About 6 months ago, she walked into the tea terrace alone. Then she cried for hours. When she finally calmed down, I asked her whatever was the matter. New clue, unfriended. Maria and Elena had a fight. She didn't want to say what it was about, but it was important enough to end their friendship. They're no longer Facebook friends. The day of her death was the day of their reconciliation. They had just started talking again. I was so happy for them. My condolences. So I don't think it was Fang here, especially since it seems like she is telling the truth, especially from the drink. Oh, there's a lot more to talk about. Do you come here for the drinks or the people? The people, if I'm honest. I miss the buzz of the tea terrace when it closes at 5, though truth be told, the buzz has diminished these last few months. What happened? I think it's the shadow of war. People need something stronger than tea to brighten their spirits. Right now, the speakeasy has all the light and life I miss. And the drinks? Oh, yes, nice enough. I'm not a big drinker, but I do love conversation, and nothing loosens lips quite as well as liquor. I'm seeing that right now. I was considering offering coffee to my patrons too, though. But if I sell coffee, how can I keep conversations flowing? People don't sit and chat with coffee like they do with a big pot of tea. They drink the little espressos fast, then leave. You could say you could sell cappuccinos. You could serve espresso at the shop window. You could sell cappuccinos. Oh, she liked that. Well, perhaps. And I could call them yappuccinos. That's a great idea. What can you tell me about your country of origin? I haven't been there in a long time, dear, but I can try my best. What do you want to know? Do you miss it? I miss the gardens. I like the style here in Zara just fine with all the grass and trees, but my heart yearns for a tranquil pond here and there. Sounds nice. I haven't been there in a... Oh, yes, what do you want to know? Does it have bars? No, dear, we have taverns and little... Well, you don't have the word here, but little cozy bars for 4 or 5 customers. They are full of lively chat. Let's move on. Yes, I'm getting melancholy. I miss the people of Huaxia when I'm here, but I'd miss the people of the world if I moved back home. Bukovi is a hub, and on any given afternoon, I could have patrons from all corners of the globe sharing tea. I like gardens, temples, mountains, and warm weather just fine, but what I really care about is people. That's why I love Bukovi, and that's how I can tolerate this dreadfully chilly Zaran climate. And I confess, the churches here help me feel closer to the goddess. I know her spirit lives in all of us and everywhere, but in the cloisters of the Bukovi Grand Cathedral, I feel like she is walking arm in arm with me. You are religious? I am. The goddess found me in my moment of need. I was not in despair, but I found myself sitting in a beautiful garden, feeling the space where happiness should be, but there was nothing. I had a thought I could not shake. There must be more. The thought was so clear in my head. Then the breeze blew, and I swear, as clear as can be, I heard her voice, lyrical, musical, loud, and confident. What did it say? There is. That was it? That was it, and that was enough. Might I ask, what do you think? I won't preach to you, but I am interested in your own beliefs. Oh, I'm not sure what my character does think. I believe in the goddess. I believe in something, but I'm not sure what. I believe in beautiful gardens, and that is enough for me. Anything more? No. Let's go middle ground. I'm not sure what. I admire the ability to leave the heart open to possibilities. I hope you will fill it with something worthwhile. What do I recommend? Is that everything? Oh no, one more. Philosophy. I saw you reading earlier this evening. Ah, yes, my little book of wisdom. I wasn't reading it, I was writing it. You're writing a book? It's more like a journal, a notebook I use to keep track of all the things that give me joy. My friend Albert owns the old printing press in the stack, and he bound it for me so it looks like a little novel. That's a good idea. You need to write down the things that make you happy. No, we're gonna go, that's a good idea. Oh, excellent. Yes, she liked that. Move our affection meter up some. Thank you. I think we are often poor judges of what makes us truly happy. How so? Before I started this journal, if you asked me what made me happy, I would say the usual things. Peace and quiet and tea, drinks with an old friend, receiving a nicely wrapped gift with a big pink bow. Those things don't make you happy, those sound great. They're all pleasant enough, but they don't make me as happy as I think they'll make me. Meanwhile, last week I was sweeping the dust and loose tea in the basement, and I don't think I have ever felt more content. Doesn't sound fun. No, hard work is virtuous. It's not about what seems enjoyable, it's about what brings joy. Next time you feel true happiness, consider what you are doing and what makes you feel that way, and then write it down. I will. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not advocating against earthly pleasures, quite the opposite. Delicate tea, a cozy blanket in winter, the touch of a handsome man or woman, these are all fine things we should allow ourselves to enjoy. However, I also believe we don't always know what we like. Pleasure lies not only in familiar places, and if we look hard, we can find it when we least expect to. I need to think about this. Don't waste too much time on my nonsense, dear. What's the saying? Life is too important to take seriously. I believe in the importance of silly business. You believe in what? Oh, silly business is at the heart of my philosophy. It's my belief that most of what we do in life is absurd, deeply silly. The business of life is absurd. Well, I'm in the business of catching murderers. It's a very serious business, hence silly business. Yes, that's it. I have more to say, but perhaps another day. I've nattered for too long already. What do you recommend? Well, you have one action left, so I guess a clue. Toxicology and Unfriended were both given to us by Miss Bai. So maybe the blackmail or the threatening letter? Let's go, or the late entrance really too. Let's go with the blackmail. How horrible. Elena had so much to give to the world, but all her killer wanted was her money? Oh, is that the time? I'm off home. Take care. You too. All right, next in line, left to right. Hello there, Killian. It's getting busier in here, I've noticed. I hope the drinks are good. They are. What else shall we discuss? What is your favorite? Oh, we know it's the Liberty. What do you like? Because we do want to get you here so we can ask you about your family. Booze that doesn't make it feel like I'm drinking booze, I guess. Oh, that's right, I remember now. Can you elaborate? You like rum, and that's about it. All right, let's see if we got that. I do have to be careful, though, of your intoxication level. Care for refreshment? I really shouldn't, but I want it. Go ahead then, make it good. Because we need to get you right at 4 and not at 5. Which could be a wake-up call with coffee, or a pirate's joy with rum. And actually, we have given this to you before, and we know that you like it. It's not your favorite, but at least you are positive to it. So we're going to come here with a lovely hook. I'm not sure. Sometimes it seems like the red arrow is moving faster. Might be my imagination. Here is your perfectly mixed drink. This is an unusual way to mix this particular drink, but I don't mind it. Excellent. And we're almost to the first level of affection. So we can ask you about your family. Oh, we have one here too. Are you coming here more often recently? I don't think you'd begrudge me a drink at this hard time. Of course not. Elena's death, an imminent war, my financial destitution, my friends constantly letting me down. These are the darkest of days. Drink as much as you need to feel better. I don't know about that. He might like the sound of that, though. I gotta be real with him. Drink won't solve your problems. Oh, he actually liked that. And we made it to the first level? No, but it will make them hurt less. Still, thanks for the concern. It is noted. Okay, so now we have this here. You seem annoyed, but there's more to it, right? Things spiraled out of control so quickly. Every time life knocks me down, I feel like people gather around to see me fail, or kick me while I'm down. I trust you know what happened to Elena. I do? Oh, dumped. We were dating until she broke things off with me a couple of weeks ago. She stopped taking my telephony machine call, my telephony. It's not a real phone, it's a phony telephone. Machine calls When I confronted her on the boulevard, she said her friends don't like me. Oh, geez. They thought I was using her for her money. Me using her. Did you? That's a horrible thing to say. Oh. I don't know if I want to accuse him. I could put him in a bad mood. I'm going to say that's a horrible thing to say. Oh, you like that? I know the proles don't exactly have it easy, but there's a simplicity to how they can find new work. Someone like me can't adapt as quickly as they can. My refinement is a kind of detriment. I get it. Maybe. Notebook updated. What hurt more was how Elena tried to keep my critics anonymous, as if it's not obvious that Maria had filled her head with this nonsense. Who else? I mean, they weren't talking for a while there. You said 2 weeks ago? I was trying to get a sense of normalcy back in my life, and Wendy invited me to the tea terrace. It wasn't long before I was thrown straight back into the drama. Sure enough, I had only just come to terms with losing Elena's romantic feelings when I lost her. Did Wendy do that on purpose? Does she just like the drama? I understand. All right. Wait, did we already ask you about your family? Did we already do this? Maybe we did, because it's grayed out. Okay, well, let's ask you about some clues here. Toxicology, unfriended. Did you know that they were unfriended? Oh yeah, I remember that day. It wasn't pretty. I'd never seen Elena cry like that before. Do you know what the fight was about? No clue. She didn't want to tell me anything, but I assumed Maria started it. Oh, Killian is not like Maria at all. What makes you say that? She's always been an annoyance, so I was happy to have her out of our lives. But Elena flew off the handle when I told her as much. She never really got over Maria either. Interesting. I mean, we're going to do everything eventually. Elena's secret. Let's talk about this. Wendy can't keep her mouth shut, can she? So much for trusting friends. Yes, I knew she was taking pills. I've spent enough time at my mother's practice to recognize what they were when I saw them in her bag. I just figured her friend should know. Is that a crime? There's nothing more to it than that. Sorry for asking. My mother's expecting me back soon. Yep, you should get a hustle. Talk to you later. All right, Maria, you're up next. Another day. I'm so glad work is over. You are in a bad mood. Good evening, Maria. Let's catch up. There are friends that can support you. Interesting. Who? Oh, gosh. Miss Bai, right? I don't know about Wendy. Definitely not Killian. It's got to be Miss Bai. She reached out, but I keep telling her I need space and time. I guess I could go talk to her. She was kind to Elena. To both of us. It's Elena I need to talk to, and we stopped talking for so long. I forgot how mad I was at her. At the tea house, I was happy we were reconciling, but that anger, it didn't go away, and it still hasn't gone away. Oh, you couldn't control the anger. Did that anger make you do something? Again, I don't want to accuse just yet. How about this one? No, I still can't. I don't care what happens now. What about your family? Back on the farm? Mom is too busy keeping my brothers out of trouble and running the house. Dad had a stroke. Oh, I'm sorry. He smiles more now and shouts less. He's happy enough. They all are, but they don't need me, and I don't think they can help me here. I have to do it alone. All right, well, let me get you a drink down here. We need to put you in a good mood, and we also need enough affection. So we need to figure out what your favorite drink is, which we don't know yet. You know what I kind of wish? That this here, what sort of drinks do you like, would show up somewhere here. So I don't have to keep asking. Oh, just make you anything. Okay, I'll see what I can do. What have I already given you? A drink? Sure, surprise me. So I've given you an orange daisy, which you liked enough, and Liberty, which you liked enough. Get you to 3, but not at 5. I mean, maybe you really want to be totally inebriated, and we need to give you an Eastern Ruby, or just the max. Perfect Storm, Wake Up Call, Ambush. Let's try this Eastern Ruby. It's gonna be bad for us, but we don't have the affection anyway, and we gotta find out what your favorite is. Please be this one. When am I going to learn these drinks are strong? If I don't go home now, I'll end up sleeping here. Bye. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just leave immediately. I forgot. I thought it just reduces the action count. I forgot it was just an immediate, I'm gone. That was not one of her favorites. Okay, that was a mistake. Let's go with Wendy here. It's busy on the boulevard tonight. How's business? It's really booming. Can't complain. Good to see you, Wendy. Let's catch up. I never asked you what sort of drink you like. You do like the one-night stand. Something exotic should do the trick. I will leave the rest in your hands, bartender. Sure thing, got it. Do you know Maria well? I certainly do. How is the poor girl? She's a mess. I very much agree. After what happened to her best friend, I can't imagine her being in any other state. Truly sad. How strong was their friendship? Not as strong as it used to be, though you might be asking the wrong person in this regard. Some see the best in people. I usually have an eye out for the worst. At times like this, it does me no credit. Take Maria, for example. She always seemed so comfortable being in Elena's shadow. Always unbothered by seeing her reflection in that second-place silver trophy because her best friend was by her side. Oh, found a clue, second fiddle. Sometimes I wonder what it would take to break that attitude. Like I said, seeing the worst in people can make me seem unkind at a moment like this, but I wonder if Maria was made to play second fiddle just a little too long. I don't know. Of course, I guess she could have gotten angry, like she said, and made a rash decision and now regrets it. Nothing else here, so let's go. Oh, let's get you a drink. Care for something special, Wendy? Absolutely. I'll have you know that anything extravagant tastes divine to me. So we know your favorite is One Night Stand. That puts you at a 6, which actually is just great. I might just want to do that. It increases the affection meter the most. So this is perfect. There you go. And I have some clues for you. I see you are aware of my extremely high standards, and my word, you did not disappoint. This tastes exquisite. All right, nothing new here. Let's talk about... I guess we should talk about just the death in general. I still can't believe she's gone. Elena was the most vivacious person I'd ever met. She had become quite dear to me over the past few months, and it takes a lot for me to say that about anyone. All right, let's talk about unfriended and then also dumped. Oh yes, that whole melodrama. It was all rather tedious. Do you know what happened? No, I can't say I really cared much at the time, nor do I now, actually. I just know Elena was terribly upset afterwards. Abandoned like that by her best friend. I didn't know her that well back then, but I figured it was time for me to step up and fill Maria's grubby little shoes. Everybody's down on Maria. I suppose I'm grateful we became good friends. Oh, no, wait. That was the wrong button. Return. This one. Dumped. Oh, yes, that was not a happy day for him. Was he very upset about being dumped? Of course. He'd had an eye on Elena for years, even before she became rich. He never could resist a pretty blonde that was smarter than him. A bar so low, your average golden retriever could probably cross it. But of course, he only approached her after she'd earned her fortune. And second fiddle came from you. Let's go with blackmail here. So, whoever killed Elena had been bleeding her dry beforehand. Oh my, I always suspected it was Killian, but this surely confirms it. He'd been leeching off her from the start. Anything to get away from mommy and daddy. It's far too late for a lady like me to be out alone. I'm finding a chaperone and heading home. Alright, and as far as our journal goes, on our case, we have no motive, evidence, or defense for anybody just yet. We're not talking to I was going to say the good detective, but he's not so good to us. You're new though, Elena Earnest. The older woman that Hugo introduced as Elena Earnest sits down on the stool. There's an aura of authority around her that only comes with age. Her expression is pleasant and polite, but you know it can become stern in a flash. Fascinating how Detective Mertens walks in and out of here unbothered by the fact that it's the same business he once shut down. I agree. I very much agree. I would introduce myself, but I suspect that, given the look on Detective Mertens' face when he saw me, he's already told you who I am. Still, I enjoy these kinds of pleasantries even if they are redundant. I am Elena Earnest, former detective at the Bukovy Police Department and current private investigator. Almost retired, but not quite. It's a pleasure to meet you, Elena. Since I am no longer on the constabulary's payroll, there's no need for me to feel guilty about enjoying a drink at an illegal bar. Could you mix something for me, dear? Sure. What sort of flavor do you enjoy? Would simple fruity flavors be enough for you to work with? It would. Could you mix something for me, dear? Absolutely. You place a glass on the table. One drink coming up. Let's see if Vincent knows how to hire a decent staff. All right, so simple and fruity, and also between 6 and 8, which is the one night stand, the same as that we gave Feng. That could be it. Although, is that not simple? It's got a lot of ingredients. I suppose simple has less ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fruity, orange daisy, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's got 5 as well. Let's go with the one night stand. See if you like this one. It does get you drunk as well, which could be helpful. Passable. I can drink this. Okay, so definitely not your favorite. After Vincent told me about Hugo's antics, I decided it would be a good idea to visit this place. I hear you've been roped in to help. That is correct. The murder of Elena Dragos. 7 days and no progress. The first correct deduction Hugo made was realizing that he's out of his depth, floundering, like a drowning man looking at a receding shoreline. A year ago, after that high-profile case, he was flying high, but he's in decline now, and he knows it. We're seeing him on the way back down. The waxen wings melted pretty quickly. I'll speak plainly here. I'm here to help as a favor for 3 people. First, Vincent. He's an old friend, and his reputation depends on whether or not you can help Hugo solve this. Second is Feng Bai, the owner of the tea terrace. She is innocent in all of this. I believe so as well. And it would help me sleep at night knowing she's no longer on the police's suspect list. And the final person, is the final person you? It is. How did I guess? Me. This case is special. I need to be involved. Hugo warned me about this. Why is it special to you? We can discuss that further if you earn my trust. I was investigating in Bukovi before Hugo was born. When you need wisdom and experience, speak with me. The price for my insight is in the information you provide. For you, the deal will be a good one. Whether you make use of my services or not is up to you, of course. Now, thanks for the drink, darling. I'll be heading out. Goodbye, Elena. So are you like Hugo, where you're always going to be here and I give you a bunch of clues? Hey there, boss. I trust everything is going smoothly. It's going well. Well then, what shall we discuss today? Oh, so many things. What sort of drinks do you like? Classy. I remember you like the Eastern Ruby from before. And a lemon. You like lemon? I can work with that. You find a clean glass and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Can I tempt you, Vincent? Absolutely. Make it something classic. That would be here, but it does not get you there. I don't know if I need you drunk, though. I don't need you talking. So let's just give you this. Your favorite. A good idea to give your boss their favorite drink when they come for one. Enjoy. That's the purest nectar. Perfection. All right, we got 4 options. How's business at Libraria? Things are going quite well. I believe I've spotted a few familiar faces here in the bar. Some of my customers from the bookshop are making their way here. Would you happen to know Maria? I always liked that girl ever since we met last year. Well, you're one of the few people who seem to like her. She may be of modest birth, but she's got the spirit of an educated soul. Besides spending time reading at the bar, she also frequents my bookshop looking for interesting literature, always different topics, too. Oh, wait a minute. Was she looking up topics on poison? What sort of topics? Yes. Well, let's see. The history of Zara, some books on chess, obviously, and some of those women's romance books. Though I noticed she likes the one where the lady and the gentleman don't end up together. Found a clue, bookworm, and a few weeks ago she purchased a classic encyclopedia about all the botanical poisons of Bukovi. Oh no! Fascinating text and gorgeous illustrations to boot. Oh, this is bad. In light of recent events, that probably wasn't the most discreet thing to reveal. No, that was excellent. Thank you. I'm sure it's a complete coincidence. Ignore the ramblings of this old man. Let's change the subject, shall we? Sure, let's do that. Are there good food establishments nearby? I'm starving. I've been here at work all day talking to people. Yes, the boulangerie on the boulevard is splendid, and they always bake me a fresh baguette when I take my morning stroll through the park. Any other types of food? Yes, the patisserie, but I cannot pronounce that word, the bakery, the pastry shop, the macaroon cafe, and that lovely new establishment that puts honey inside the pretzels. Are you... Those are all cake places. I like that. Oh, we got an update. He's got a sweet tooth. What do you expect? You know I have a sweet tooth. Everyone knows, most especially my dentist. Might you indulge me for a moment and help me settle an argument between me and my friend Albert? Tell me, if you had to choose one pastry, just one, what would you choose? And I know pastries might not be the right name, but let's not get bogged down in semantics. Albert says one choice is objectively better, and I disagree. So please, share your choice. You only get to keep one, the superior option. You can choose cookies, croissants, donuts, or pretzels. Choose wisely. Oh no, what? Okay, well, it's between cookies and donuts. Those are pastries. It's gotta be cookies. Cookies and donuts? I go cookies. Oh no, incorrect. A fresh, soft cookie with hazelnut paste or chocolate chips is good, but it's second rate at best compared to the other choices. No way. I agree with Albert. Well, this was most enjoyable. I am warming up to you, you know. You are finding your feet here. Very good. I must speak with Albert soon and inform him of the outcome. I wonder if I'll get to meet Albert. What shall we discuss? Family. Not anymore. Floare passed away 4 years ago. I could barely say her name for the first two. It really doesn't get easier, you know. I'm just gonna not assume. I'm gonna say, who was Floare? We were married for 39 years. Wow. It would be nice if we could have finished on a nice round number, but the illness didn't give us a year. She was gone in 2 months. Are you ready to ask first? Ask first. Are you ready to talk about it? I am now, but thank you for checking. If war does break out, disease will ravage the continent just like last time. People younger and healthier than Floare will survive. Notebook updated, but we shouldn't dwell on such morose thoughts. I am confident our leaders will guide us through the tricky passage and find a path to peace. It's a very interesting, secondary story that's going on in the background. Me too. Meanwhile, I'll continue to try to help the community in any way I can. And one way I can help the common man and woman is with this cheery establishment. Floare would have ordered a gin with lime and spent many hours down here with us all. Excuse me a moment. I think I need to talk about something else. No problem. Vincent stares off into the distance. You should talk about something else. Indeed. One last thing. What was all that trouble with Detective Mertens? Don't worry too much about our friend Hugo. I can handle him. Handle him. Please, I assure you, I have done my due diligence. I am confident we have leverage over the detective, but I doubt we will have to use it. Ooh, I like that. You didn't tell me this before I signed on. The police know all about us. Let's go with the top one. Don't create a ruckus. You must trust that I have put measures in place to protect us. Relax. I am not a reckless gentleman. He needs us, and I think he knows how tenuous all of our positions are if we don't play together nicely. I guess I'll just have to trust you. Yes, very good. Please just go along with Detective Mertens' request, and I will take care of the rest. It's getting late. I'll be back soon. Take care. All right, Detective, I got some new information for you. Not that I want to give it to you. I'm not happy with you. I have new information. You're not getting a drink at all. Oh wait, you won't take a drink, right? Yeah, you won't take a drink now. Anything else I should know about Elena? Keep conversation with her to a minimum. I will not. She's accustomed to manipulating experienced detectives and seasoned criminals. She'll eat you for breakfast. You want me to avoid her as much as you can, while still using her skills in the investigation. Would she say the same about you? Undoubtedly. How do I know who to trust? Because I just told you who to trust. I don't already know who to trust. I might not be able to trust both of them, but I'm definitely not trusting Hugo. All right, got some new information here. Oh, is this we have evidence. Maria bought a book on poison. Maria bought a book on poisons from Libraria mere weeks before the incident. Coincidence or not, that does not look good for her. Excellent work, bartender. And second fiddle, let's go with toxicology. We're going to go through all of them, as we do. Interesting. It's possible she learned at a young age out of mere curiosity, of course, but one has to wonder why such a topic was never relevant in her life to begin with, or was ever relevant. Perhaps it's time to take a closer look at Miss Bai's past. No, it is not. You're barking up the wrong tree, detective. You're not very good at this. Unfriended. A falling out between close friends. This could be important. I wonder what their conflict was about. Considering how close they once were, it must have been serious. Do we know of anything that happened around that time? No, wait, when was it? 6 months ago. That's a long time. I do not know. And it was 2 weeks or a few weeks. I think he said 2. Interesting. A vengeful ex-boyfriend turning to murder is a tale as old as time, but I doubt this was a mere crime of passion. Perhaps getting cut off from Elena's wealth had some financial repercussions for Mr. Durand. See what else you can dig up. And then last but not least, second fiddle. It takes a lot of humility to be content living in someone's shadow, but nothing will poison a friendship faster than envy and ambition. Something clearly happened between these two, but what? See what you can piece together. That is everything. I am done. Yes, and the conversation? I have business to attend to. And that is the end of the day. And we come down to our clue board. Oh, wait, we can pet the cat? There we go. Pets, of course. We've been gone all day. Nothing else new I can interact with? No. So we have toxicology, unfriended, second fiddle, and bookworm. Oh, and dumped over here. Just start trying to connect everything. Can I get rid of these exclamation points? There we go. Threatening letter. Probably not. Secret. Also probably not. Oh no. Betrayal. 6 months ago, Maria learned that Elena, oh, that was 6 months ago, was using performance-enhancing drugs to excel at chess around the same time that you had an argument that ended their friendship. Why did the pills cause such a fallout? Oh no. Were they really not reconciling? Did Maria plan it to begin with? Because the bookworm, how long ago? A few weeks ago, before it happened. Go back to threatening letter. Go back to Elena's death. There we go. Second fiddle. None of those. Blackmail. I'm surprised the blackmail didn't connect with the dumped. Oh, this is a lot. Oh, we got one. Cut off. After Elena broke up with him, Killian no longer had access to her money and was forced to move back in with his controlling parents. Would he have found another way to circumvent their financial restrictions? Interesting. But now we got to go back to all these and, and try to connect them again. Oh gosh, there's so many. Killian's freedom. I didn't even know what I connected. Oh, blackmail and cut off. Killian was cut off from Elena's money after their breakup, and his spending is heavily restricted by his controlling parents. He could have resorted to blackmailing Elena for her money. Okay, so that is the motive, right? Yeah, we have Killian's motive. Where was I at connecting things? There we go. Here, late entrance. I'm guessing this is not connecting with anything. Dumped. Does toxicology go with betrayal? No. Oh, and we have this one too. Oh man, there's another one. Okay, hold on. You stay over there for the moment while I get the rest of these. Where was I? The rest of these paired up just to make sure. Oh, charcoal. Oh, I was not connecting to charcoal, was I? Oh, I've been missing them. Oh, that one's connected. That's connected. This one here to the rest. Another clue. Checkmate. Maria accepted her always ending in second place as long as she believed Elena won her matches fairly. Once she discovered Elena had been using illegal performance-enhancing medication, it could have been a reason to seek revenge against her former friend. So now we have Maria's motive. And who else is on our suspect list? It's Feng and Wendy. Bookworm. There, betrayal here, toxicology. There, and then now we got to get these two here as well. Oh my goodness, to everything. This does take quite a while. Can't I like wrap the string around multiple items at once? I mean, I could of course just use my logic and pick certain ones, but I feel like I might miss something. So we got to try them all. Though I don't think the motives lead to anything. I kind of feel like the motives and the other part of the case clues are the final part of connecting things, if that makes any sense. Okay, that's everything. Get rid of these exclamation points. All right, we are done here. And we have a lot more to talk to people about now. Friday, day 5 of 16. Oh, Wendy, how's it going? Wendy Brooker sits down at the bar, a serene smile on her face. Got something to celebrate, Wendy? Celebrate isn't quite the appropriate word, though I do indeed have something to look forward to. It is time for another sojourn back to the family mansion. I try to visit once a month. While the area around it has always been quite dull, I do enjoy the opulence of my childhood manor. Ever considered inviting them to Bukovi? I don't think she would like that. How's your relationship with your family? Oh, they're perfectly pleasant. I simply struggle to deal with the boredom that comes with the region, but that's not their fault. I do hope the train ride is a little more comfortable than last time. While it beats the old stagecoach my family used to take before this new invention, there is just something awkward about sharing your means of travel with strangers. Interesting. Did you ride in the stagecoach? Were you around for the invention of a train? And also, it seems a little suspicious that in the middle of this murder mystery or investigation that she's leaving. I love the train. I'll say a little prayer for you. I'm going to say that one. Oh, she liked that. Found a clue visiting family. I should be back next week. Don't miss me too much, darling. Keep the lights on for me. Very suspicious. Bye. That's not good. I need to figure out your motives and everything. We can snoop on this conversation. Vincent Floare, humming a tune, descends the stairs and enters the speakeasy underneath his bookstore. Everything going smoothly with the case, bartender, so far? Sure. Very good. I might have something to help it run even smoother. Have you ever considered that large machine installed in the back there? Oh, what is that? Wasn't that covered in a tarp before? So that's what was under there. That machine is called the STAC or stack. It's like a wondrous digital library that you can consult about any piece of information you'd wish to learn, or so I've been told anyway. I received it as a gift from a university I once sponsored, but I admit I've never really tested it myself. Technology and I have never really seen eye to eye. Vincent fishes a small copper key out of his pocket and places it in the bar top, sliding it across to you. I'm entrusting you with it from here on out. Perhaps you can find some use for it. Gathering intel and the like, it's really the least I could do for getting us both involved in this situation. Thank you, Vincent. Interesting. Should I use that now? Oh no, wait, let's eavesdrop. Let's drop some eaves, because I don't know if it'll go away or not. I couldn't get over how balmy the weather was today. Dreadful to know these might be the last good days we'll get before it's nothing but sleet and icy winds for months. Makes me feel so pressured to savor it. Aye, but every season has its merits, hasn't it? It's not just the reminder that the world is still spinning on despite it all. Besides, we've already had a pretty good run this year round, I'd say. Oh, I don't know. There's so much we haven't done yet, too. Why don't you and I go for a walk beyond the city tomorrow before it gets too cold? I've been meaning to drag you up to the Fenlands one of these days. It's so beautiful out there. Tomorrow? Yes, there's this lovely little broderie happening on the Piazza de Peste. I'm pronouncing everything wrong, I'm sure. Tomorrow morning, and they have this one stall that sells the most delightful little, oh no, another word, look at that thing. Viet, Vien sweat, Vien that. They sell some delightful little things. Absolutely delectable, especially their eclairs. That does sound all right, but... Right? We could pick some up on the way. Oh no, what is going on? And I'll have Andre prepare us a little basket so we can picnic at the lookout point for lunch. Yes, what is going on? Bjorn, what's going on? Andre? Oh, he's just my butler. Anyway, I once saw this funny red duck somewhere. Lucas is also not taking the hint. This funny red duck somewhere around here, and you absolutely must tell me what it is if we find it again. I'm sure you know all about it. Lucas. I'm not sure if it'll rain, but I'll pack us an umbrella anyway. I don't have binoculars though, so I'll leave that part to Lucas. Lucas's chattering falls silent as Bjorn stops him with a gentle touch on the knee. That all sounds absolutely wonderful, but I have to work tomorrow. Oh, you can't take a day off? Ha, if only. They still haven't gotten the union off the ground, and not for a lack of trying. After the last attempt, I'll be lucky to get time off for Yule. That's unfortunate. Well, why don't we do it on Sunday morning then? There'll be no market, of course, but I know another bakery that isn't too far out of the way. Cesar usually has the day off on Sundays, though. Cesar? I thought his name was Andre. Oh no, Cesar is my chauffeur. Anyway, I'm sure if I ask nicely, Lucas, I'll drive us. I'll make us gammon and egg sandwiches, and I'll pick you up at 8. How's that sound? That sounds wonderful. How very nice. They worked it out. Okay, now we're going to go to Stack. Hello there, Stack. Silas Tech. Archive connection. The Stack stands in the corner of the bar. This model was modified to operate on 0.25 lei coins, but with the master key you received from Vincent, you can use it as often as you like. Flip the power switch at the back. Indeed. You flip the power switch. After a brief whirring noise, the monitor lights up and you are met with a simple prompt. Welcome to the Stack. Search a topic. Ooh. Look at all this. Lethal poisons? Okay, well, we're going to go through all of them, of course. Vincent. Registered. Vincent Floare, born 1872 in Bukovi, patriarch of the current generation of the Floare family. I found many mentions of Mr. Floare's financial contributions to numerous municipal projects. There's also records of 2 political donations and half a dozen university papers listed. No, please don't list all of them for me. Silas Tech lists Mr. Floare as a primary investor during Stack's initial development. He received one of the first prototypes, as well as a lifetime subscription to the service. Mr. Floare oversees the Floare Foundation, which has business interests in the political, administrative, and charitable spheres of Zara. I also have a police report that shows Mr. Floare was cautioned last year for running an illicit speakeasy. The report mentions Constable Hugo Mertens as the officer making the report. All right, next up, the detective. Detective Hugo Nestor Mertens is that's a good piece of information, is a detective for the Bukovi police force who has been mentioned in 7 articles. He is not Czaric. There is mention of Detective Mertens of the Brux Police Constabulary in the country of Belgia. Is Belgia the one that's going to war with Zara? The earliest mention of Detective Mertens in Zara was 1926. He's listed as one of the youngest detectives in Zara, having received a promotion in November last year after his work on the Bukovi killer case. The police were unable to apprehend the presumed perpetrator, Elliot Lynn, though no more cases have occurred since his disappearance. That's all the information I have. How about Elena? Elena Earnest, born 1867, first customary search indicates her name is mentioned in a dozen press articles. A more comprehensive search would give more detailed results. Elena Earnest worked as a Bukovi Police Department detective until the late 90s when she switched careers to become a private investigator. She solved many crimes, including a double homicide in Bukovi in 1899, where the constabulary failed to make progress until she came on board. How does this machine work? Yeah, how does the machine work? I mean, this is quite advanced technology here. The Silas Tech Archive Connection, STAC, is a major step forward in information technology. It connects users via radio phone terminal with operators who will answer user queries from the comfort of their homes. It's time to trade in your encyclopedias and stick with STAC. Oh, okay, so I am putting the information in, and there's an operator who's reading it and then feeding it back to me. There's a person answering all these questions. My name is Ilya, and I'm an operator for Silas Tech. How can I assist you today? Oh. How do you know all these things? The finest reference material ever printed, cross-referenced by skilled, articulate information officers like me. Interesting. What does an operator do? Are there other operators? Operators are trained information officers ready to help manage your searches. Operators are designated on a per-console basis, though some consoles may share operators. If I'm not meeting your expectations, oh no, you're doing just fine, please let us know. Should you wish to change to a different operator, you can submit a request from the main menu. You're doing wonderfully. That will be all. But I do have more topics here. Elena, yes. Elena Dragos was born in 1906. She was a very successful chess player and was on track to make Grand Master within the next 5 years. She was the child of Alexander Dragos, a notable gambler who made a fortune playing poker, and her mother is not listed. While not named in any article, some sources claim her mother left the family to join a cult known as the Deus Irae in the year 1911. Oh. When didn't it say she was born? 06? So when she was 5? Elena Dragos was pronounced dead at the age of 22 as the victim of a suspected murder while visiting a tea house in Bukovi. Would you like a printout of the article detailing the event? No thanks, I already have one. Down here to Maria. Maria Popa, born 1906 in Bukovi, is a chess player known for her 1921 first-place finish in the Zaran Northern Region's Chess Grand Prix, born in the same year. She won a tournament in 1921 at age 15. She's a local to Bukovi. According to chess periodicals, she's achieved top 3 finishes in several more competitions, though I can't find the tournament names. And who else do we got here? Oh, speakeasies now. We're opening more things up. Killian Durand, born 1905 as the child of businessman Maurice Durand and Dr. Agatha Durand. Several archives contain documents regarding applications for a variety of notable universities and colleges in and around the nation of Zara. None of them are marked for approval, as all the attached application tests display a grade below the expected or accepted standard. He was able to start medical studies at Bukovi University as a legacy student due to his mother's status as an alumnus, but dropped out in his second year. Wendy? Yeah, what's Wendy's deal? Brooker is a common surname in Zara. Nothing else about Wendy Brooker? Records show no notable entries with that name. Also suspicious? Even in the context of old money. Reason: records for old money families are often missing or incomplete. This can happen for many reasons, but sometimes it's because they have the resources to protect their privacy. Very suspicious. The monitor seems to be receiving more information, but the connection is slow and for a while no new text appears. You periodically look back at the screen to see if there is anything new. As you're about to flick the switch to reset the terminal, a response finally appears. Query complete for all registered old money families, their marriages, relationships, children, and adoptions with mention of the individual Wendy Brooker. 0 matches found. Please note the archives may be incomplete due to privacy restrictions. Very suspicious. On to Feng. Feng Bai, born 1873. Ms. Bai migrated from the Empire of Huaxia to Zara in 1893 and is the current proprietress of a small tea house called the Tea Terrace, just off the central boulevard of Bukovi. Local articles from Zara newspapers focus on a recent murder that took place at her establishment. Please give me some time to find more information in translations from Huaxian newspapers. A series of 3 dots begin to loop on the screen of the terminal. Since this will take some time, you decide to return to the bar and check in later. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the screen flashes and a new prompt appears. Thank you for your patience, no problem. Feng Bai was mentioned in an article from a Huaxian newspaper regarding a mass poisoning that took place at a tea house where she was employed as a waitress. The constabulary asked me to translate this particular newspaper 6 years ago, and I still have it on file. An old wealthy family that visited had become the target of a vigilante organization set on strategic assassinations of ancient affluent crime families. At the time, no evidence was found, no clue at the scene that could incriminate any of the staff, and the investigation was quickly closed when the vigilante organization claimed responsibility for the attack. That is all I could find. Huaxian newspapers are hard to come by, and they're difficult to translate. More thorough investigation would require several months of processing time. No problem. I still have something else to ask about. Let's go lethal poisons of Zara. Sorry, did you say you want information on lethal poisons? Yes. Please clarify the reason for this query. Such information may violate our safety protocols. It's for research. You are not the only person to ask about this topic recently. Are you pursuing this query in a professional context? I'm working with Detective Mertens. Confirmed. There are hundreds of lethal poisons. Which ones are you interested in? Poisons that are hard to detect in drinks. Confirmed. Results will be filtered to those marked as botanical poisons whose natural essence will not greatly alter the taste of beverages. There's a brief delay. The most commonly used botanical poisons in Zaran history are Wildheart, Reaper's Cap, Lynxbane, and Moss Mold. Most deaths are accidental, though there are some historical examples of assassination via these poisons. Properties. Now listing all properties of common botanical poisons of Zara when a lethal dose is ingested. Wildheart. Time to take effect, 1 hour. Symptoms, sweating and increased blood pressure, leading to heart attack. Reaper's Cap. Time to take effect, 8 hours. Probably not this one. Symptoms, skin rash, hallucinations, and severe internal hemorrhaging. Lynxbane. Oh, we got a lovely picture. Time to take effect, 4 hours. Symptoms, severe coughing and convulsions with death by asphyxiation. That's it, isn't it? It was this. Moss Mold. Time to take effect, 30 minutes. Symptoms, severe psychosis that can lead to suicidal ideation. Found a clue, Lynxbane. All these poisons are native only to Zara and found in and around rural areas. Methods of harvest and extraction will not be shared due to safety protocols. That's understandable. Alright, last one, Bukovi speakeasies. Under the current Zaran prohibition law, written and signed as Article RCH Section 2, Case OH, the practice of serving alcoholic beverages is banned outside of religious practices. Are you sure you didn't mean Bukovi bars? No, I meant speakeasies. Silas Tech doesn't keep records of illegal establishments. However, for reasons of historical preservation, would you like to list one? Should I? Sure, the nightcap on the Bukovi Boulevard. The Silas Tech records have been updated with this new information. Thank you for your contribution towards the preservation of Zaran history and culture. There's a brief pause where you expect the terminal to return to the main menu, but the entry remains on the current message. For a moment, you believe the machine is frozen, only for the screen to update once more with an unexpected question. Off the record, what was the speakeasy like? How were the drinks? Good, you should come down. Thank you for contributing to our database. Before the terminal reloads the main menu, a couple of characters flash up on the display for a second. Oh, we got a winking smiley face. What was the person's name? Ilya, maybe? Are they coming down to have a drink? Okay, that is everything here. I guess we come over here and end the conversation. Do you want to log off? Yes. All right, there we go. That was a lot of fun, but we're also at over an hour, so that's going to do it for this episode. This has been Best Served Gold, and we have gotten so much new information now. So many things to talk about in the next one. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching.